You can't stop me from falling in love.
Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can recreate custom furniture that you find on like Pinterest or something. So this is just how I do it, and maybe this will help you to learn how to make custom furniture, because I know it is difficult when you first try, but the more you practice, the more you'll get it. So don't expect to do it perfect the first time. So this is how I do it. So first things first is I find a picture usually on Pinterest, sometimes other places, but for the one I found for this video, it was on Pinterest, and I actually will put it on the screen this time. I know I haven't been putting stuff on the screen when I say I will, but I actually will this time so you guys can see the side by side in the reference. Next is, well, first I'm going to build a little room, well, a wall and a floor, so that you guys can kind of see how I do it if I was in a room. Sorry, I was focusing. But I'm gonna do a vanity for this video because I feel like desks are pretty difficult to do, and I feel like that's what a lot of you want to do, like console tables and desks, vanities, stuff like that. So today I picked a vanity to do. So the image is right here, or I already put it on the screen. So this is going to be a little bit difficult with the mirror. So I'm going to do the mirror a little bit different than it actually is in the picture, because I don't know if I can actually do like the border. I can do this how the mirror looks, but I don't know about the border. We'll see. I could probably do the border if I tried, but yeah, we're going to start. So first thing I do is I actually grab I'll usually grab like a table. I'm gonna grab out the other vanity here, and this just helps me to do the sizing, because obviously I don't want to make it too big or too small, too short, too tall. So this is gonna help me with the sizing of my vanity, of my table. And then I'm also going to grab out the stool that I'm going to use, or the chair. But I think I'm going to use a stool for this one, just so that I can also get the height right for that. Let's see. I'll use this one. You just put it on this so that it will be the right rotation, and then I can move it. So obviously it's like touching right there at the bottom of this vanity. So I'm going to make this one a little bit taller, because you can see. Or do they have like a square? I don't think they have like a square one with a cushion. I could make one. They do have this tiki stool, but it's like not the same. I'm just gonna use this one because it doesn't have to be exactly the same anyway. So I could do this and put a cushion on it, but no, I'm just gonna use this. Okay. So then we go to our basic shapes, and for the little legs, the little feet stands, they're like weird shaped. You can tell. It's like the corner, it's like a concave. It kind of is like this, but I think I might just use these because I think that's gonna be easier. I just use these and then turn them. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that out right there, and then I'm gonna start with the first side, because then I can just copy and paste it for the other one. And I think that will be a lot easier than having to do the same thing twice. So first thing for the sizing, I'm gonna make it relatively the same size as this one. So I'm going to use this for the drawers. I think that this size is fine. I might have to make it a little bit wider so I can do the siding. I'll do it like this, and then obviously I can always change it if I need to. So we're gonna make this white because that's the color of it in this picture. And then I'm going to do the little sides, and then I think that would be perfect. So I'm gonna have it raised like this, and then I'm gonna put this on here, and I'm gonna move them so that it's like I can move the whole thing, and it's not, I don't have to move the feet or the legs every time I want to move the vanity. I always try to make it easy to move, so like everything is in order together. Like like that. I think I'm just gonna do, I guess, I don't know, but obviously these have to go on all four corners. I might have to make it smaller. I also might have to turn it. Should I do it like this? No, this one will go over here. Hold on. Gotta go down to the basement floor so I can figure this out. Okay, I need to make this a little bit shorter if I can. Okay, and now if I make it a little bit shorter in lengthwise. Oops, okay, I think I can just turn this a little bit. I think that should be fine. Oh, should I actually do, let me try this. I think this could work if I, oh, okay, I don't know what just happened. Hello? Okay. I don't know what's happening, but we're gonna rotate this to be here. And then we're gonna rotate this like that so that it can go right in line. Oh, okay, I don't know what happened there. But it can go right into alignment with this one here. Okay, here. I think I got it. Okay, and then I think that's actually perfect because then I can just do I don't have to do 4. I think I can just do 2 on this side, and I don't have to do one right there, I don't think, because we're not really gonna look at the side view. So I can just do 1 there, and then I can do 1 on the other side as well. So I think that should be fine. I am gonna do this though to make it easier to move. God, it's already connected to this one. To line it up. Line it up, line it up. Okay, I don't think this is the same side. I think that's the issue. It's gotta work. Here, let me try. Maybe I need to move it up. But I don't think that's gonna work because I don't think that these are the same width on both sides. So if I go like this, I think that, okay, no, I'm just gonna leave it like that, and then it'll be fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just don't look too closely at it. And then I need to line it up with this one, but I think it is lined up. At least it's lined up enough to where it doesn't really matter. Okay, perfect. And now, okay, I'm actually gonna make the first drawer, and I'm just gonna do the front of the drawers because I think that's gonna be easier. I need to put this side here though too so I can measure it properly. And then do this at the back. Oops, I accidentally changed that. Okay, and then just shorten that. Okay, and then this is obviously because the drawer goes in a little bit, we're gonna have it in a little bit. I'm gonna move it a little bit forward though still. Okay, and then I think that height is gonna be perfect, but I'm gonna move this into there a little bit like that. And there is a thin layer above it from the other drawer, so we're gonna add that in a second. Let me move this all up to here. And then for the smooth layer, I'm going to use a structural. I'm going to use one of these wooden planks. I'm going to just make it the width of this. And then I'm going to, hold on. Okay, I'm going to move it all the way to the back. Okay, this is not where it needs to be. There we go. And then this can be, here, let me move this forward so I can move it back. Can just go right over that one a little bit because it's gonna be white anyway. Okay, it's not the right width. It's okay though, because it's just gonna be thin like that. Cover right there. Okay, and now for the little drawer handle, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just get the standard rod. Okay, that one's too big. We're gonna get the small rod and we're gonna go like this, and we're just gonna rotate it. And this is just part one, so we're gonna put this in the center, and we're gonna okay, so put it in the center as you can get it, and kind of put it in like almost like just a little bit sticking out, just enough so you can see it. And then we're gonna do another rod. We're gonna make it a little. Actually, we're just gonna have to do it like this because otherwise it's gonna be too much. Okay, we're gonna just make this a little bit bigger and stick it out like enough for the drawer, and then obviously color it however you want. In the picture it is matching. I'm gonna do dark stone gray. I think it already was dark stone gray, but I'm gonna do that because it's kind of like the color of the vanity, like the top layer, and that's kind of that. So we're gonna go with that, and then we're gonna take this and put it on top right there, and we're gonna have to go. Actually, I think I can move this up like that. Just have to do it for all of them, which is fine. Here, if I can. Okay, well that didn't work. But I feel like I should be able to. Anyway, it's fine. I can just put it back up. But this is perfect, because then we can cover the length in the plank that didn't get covered. And then we have to move this up to like there. There's only 3 drawers, thankfully. The third drawer is a little bit bigger. No, it's the same, but there's a little bit more space, so we're gonna have to do a little bit more for that. Okay. So now this, and this actually is supposed to be longer this time, but I got an idea, so it'll be fine. So we put that on top right there, and then we need it sticking out a little bit like this, because if you look in the picture that I have, it is sticking out a little bit right here. So we're gonna go like that, and then we're gonna put another second one. This one I'm gonna do the same size, even though it could be shorter, but it's just easier to make it all the way across. Okay, and then we're going to line it up with this one. So we gotta make it like that, and then Okay. Gotta focus. Okay, now we gotta... that's kind of even, right? I think so. I think that'll be fine. And then we gotta do the third and final drawer. And this one is actually, I think I need to do another one of these on top. Okay, so let me do one more, but this one is going to be in alignment with the one down here. So we're gonna have to, I'm gonna bring it down here so I can make sure it's accurately placed. Okay, and now we just bring it up to right here. I think I want to bring this a little bit up like that, maybe. I think that'll look a little bit better if I do it like that. And now we can put the drawer in its usual spot right here, or maybe back a little bit, right there. And then we move this up to here, and move this one up. Okay, it's a little bit over, but that's fine. I do need this bottom one, so I'm going to just delete everything from here just to grab this. And I also need to delete that and that. Okay, now we're going to place it. Oh, I just realized I've not been moving this back one up. Let me do that like quickly. There we go, perfect. Oh, this is uneven. Let me fix that. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay. Now I'm just gonna place this on top here and then I can move it. And then I'm going to put it down a little. Oh, I need to move it a little bit forward. I think that is perfect. Kind of, maybe. This doesn't look in the middle. I'll do that so I can move it. No, that is centered. Okay. Well, that's fine. And then what we have to do now is do like another little layer thing like we did before. I'm actually gonna do it this way and then flip it around, and hopefully it is the right size I want. Okay, I think that might, no, actually it might work. Okay, no, that's definitely too big. Okay, I don't know how I can do it to make it still be connected. Maybe this way. Okay, that was not accurate to what I wanted. If I do it this way, and then maybe this might work, but I think it's still gonna be too, no, I think that's perfect. No, that's too much. I think that could work for the top though, maybe, but I think it's too, much. I think it also looks weird because that's too can do that, and then here, I have an idea. I can go like this, and then delete that. Put this one here. And then I think if I can go like this, and it's a little bit less right there, so it does look a little bit better. I think that can work, and then I'm going to need it bigger though. I think maybe I can make it I gotta do this more accurately. Okay, there we go. This size could maybe work for up here too, but I feel like it's gonna maybe look a little bit weird. I need it like and I think it actually could work. Okay, I think that's fine. I would like it to be a little bit longer on this side, just so it's not like that, but I think it's fine. And then we're going to copy and paste this. We're going to bring it up to the same height. And then move it. Oh, I don't think it's actually... I think it is. That could be a cute little dresser though. Anyways, and I'm going to move it right here so that there's not too much space in between. And then I'm going to move these over to this side. And then that's going to be perfect. Like that. Okay. And now we need this. Oh, okay, not that. This. We need this one. I'm going to place it on top of here. And then we're going to move it down to like right here-ish. I need, okay, well, that did not save. We're gonna put it back here, right here. I'm gonna adjust it after I make it the right length. I think it needs to go down just a little bit more. And then we need to make, here, actually I need to put like, I think that will look better. And then, okay, not that. Okay, I need to, just give me a moment. I think this can work. But if it goes out a little bit, I think it's fine. Or like that. That's fine. There we go. So there is... It would look better if I put this there in there too, but I don't really want to do that. I actually did not check this at all. But it is a taller than this one a little bit. No, it's not. Well, a little bit, like this part. Okay, well, I don't need this anymore. And then now we're gonna do the mirror. If you recreate this, I would recommend putting these on right here too and right there. But I don't particularly feel like doing that, so I'm not going to. But okay, so the footage of me making the mirror did not save, but I would probably realistically use a decal for it anyways. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
You are right, 'cause everything's gonna be alright.